Welcome or welcome back. Let's start our series on talking about entry-level, medium and high-end dental photography equipment. Well, one thing or more than one thing is unchanged in all these setups. The macro lens is one of them. Let's start with the Canon RF100 macro lens, a great mirrorless lens. By the way, I only will talk about mirrorless cameras because they are the future, not only the present, already the present. DSLR cameras are no longer produced by the major brands. So if you go, get yourself a mirrorless camera. That's number one. Get yourself the RF100 macro lens with one big advantage. It goes up to 1.4 magnification, not only to 1.1, it goes up to 1.4. It's not easy to then focus very closely, but it's fun. The downside, you don't have any numbers showing here, not scales like magnification ratio or distance. Everything is controlled through the viewfinder, and this might be a disadvantage, especially when we tested the Canon R5, where, just a small remark, I asked you about the Canon R5, why I didn't see the focus distance when using the RF100 macro lens. It's easy. Go to the menu, the shooting menu on 0.7 shooting info display. Set this, and there you can see the focus distance displayed in manual focus. This is the thing. We will reshoot the R5 images to make them comparable to the R10 and R8. So this is a small remark. Keep shooting. So this is number one. Number two, we have the flash. You know that Canon has a ring flash. This MR14EX2. It's a good flash, but I would recommend going for the Godox MF12-DK1 C stands for Canon, a TTL flash. And if you compare the two, you see the Godox is larger, has a better diffusion, so for me a better light, and the huge advantage, it has a built-in rechargeable battery. Here you need standard batteries, AA batteries, but here you have a built-in battery that can be replaced. So I would go for the Godox ring flash if you want to shoot with a ring flash. Additionally, you can go for a lateral flash. There I would recommend going for the Godox MF12. The Godox MF12, you see the flashes, they come here. We have a special kit that we talked about, the MF12-DK1 kit, that basically comes for Sony only so far, but the only Sony only thing is the trigger. So you could go and get yourself the MF12-DK1 kit that also includes this fantastic diffusers. So no need for bulky diffusers, you only need this. So you have the standard flashes, the lateral flashes. You can transform them into almost ring flashes with these diffusers. Or another option, another great diffusers are the ones by Szabi, Hant, the Intra diffusers. So I like them also very much. The advantage of these, they can be easily detached. So there's a special mount that clicks on your flash and the magnetic attachment. In addition, you also have a kit for cross-polarized photography that can be easily mounted on the whole set. So this, for me, for sure something you have to take a closer look at to level up your skills. And last but not least, my favorite tool, the Owlbracket, where you can easily easily mount your MF12 flashes. Just slide them in, and then you have like lateral flash, ring flash position very easily. So this would be the pro setup for the equipment. I'm not talking about cheek retractors and mirrors. We have a lot of videos talking about these tools on dental TV. So let's jump into the first camera, the entry-level camera, the Canon R10. My favorite dental photography camera in the Canon world. APS-C sensor, 24 megapixel, a built-in flash, really the go-to camera for around $700, $800. I would start using this along with the macro lens and the Godox flash as your entry into dental photography. If you want to level up, go to medium level, but then we are already doubling the price. The Canon R8. The R8 is the most compact. So you see, if you compare the two cameras, they're almost the same size. The Canon R8 is the one of the most compact full-frame cameras out there. The difference, it's not only the full frame, that's the difference between this. So you have to be aware with full frame, you have to get closer to the subject and have less depth of field. So more working distance, more depth of field. But this camera offers a lot more video functions. So if you want to invest a little bit more money, go and get yourself the Canon R8. And if your budget is even bigger, I would consider, but maybe we have to wait for an upgrade, the Canon R5. This is not 24 megapixels, this is 50 megapixels. The only downside, I didn't find in the settings when focusing using the RF100 macro lens, the settings of magnification ratio and distance in the viewfinder. Maybe this can be shown, but I didn't find it. So this would be then the high-end camera for high-resolution portraits, or if you want to use your camera also outside the dental office. But basically, for me, it would be either the R10 or the R8 as your two go-to cameras for your dental photography. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Level up your dental photography skills, and watch out also other videos on dental TV related to Canon, Sony and Nikon. And don't forget, shoot more images.